Welcome to After Dinner Pipe and Coffee. Yes, you heard that right. I think my Zippo's out of fluid. Yep. After Dinner Pipe and Coffee. Smoking my faithful, trusty Svenborg 9mm. My bark. What? And my coffee black. Of course. Ooh, that's a little hot. Another hot one today. Another hot one. Didn't get a whole lot accomplished today. Been trying to take it easy. Neck's been hurting pretty bad when I'm on my feet, so couldn't really do a whole lot. So anyhow, watched a few videos today. Did you watch TPI, Tobacco Pipes International, today? I got a kick out of that. Mark, you're right. Never met an insurance agent or customer service representative that was a medical doctor. Nope. What they call the shots, baby. They call the shots. They tell you what's good and what's not good. By the way, smoking the Old Faithful. Fireside. Lane 1Q. May not be for you what it is for me. So, man, look out. My titties are coming out. My shirts are getting so big. I'm losing a lot of weight. I'm down to about 232 now. So, doing pretty good. Doing real good. Sorry if I offended anybody with the word titty in the YouTube world. Yeah. Like, I apologize for offending anybody. I speak my mind. Speaking of that, ain't it funny how there's a bunch of do's and don'ts and what you should and shouldn't say on social media? And this isn't response to anybody's anything. But I've noticed YouTube videos disappearing. I've noticed stuff disappearing off of other social media platforms like Instagram and Facebook, because I don't have a Twitter account. I can't stand Twitter. They're all too much to deal with anyway. So what do I need a Twitter account for? Had one. Didn't care about it. Anyhow. Oh, by the way, before I forget, George Bruno posted something today. He said he was in the hospital. Don't know what's going on. Say a prayer for George. Looked good. Sounds healthy. Sounds like it's just something he just, no big deal. So, George, I'll say a prayer for you tonight. Anyhow, don't talk about this. Don't talk about that. I'm about tired of that crap. You know, when I first started doing this a couple of years ago, I'd vlog, journal, talk about things. Some people like to just strictly stick with pipes, tobacco, cigars, whatever. Me, I choose to talk about what I want to choose to talk about, and I gain viewers. If I lose them, I lose them, and it is what it is. And I like all kinds of channels. It's not just the YTPC stuff. I like Wooded Beardsman, uh, Kevin, uh, Kevin the, oh jeez, I can't remember the name of it. Kevin the, anyhow, so I like them all. I watch different stuff, political stuff, religious stuff. There's a lot of channels I like to watch. I don't stick to just the YTPC. I like watching Simon turn on a lathe. Love listening to Mel in the backstage studio with the sweet chicken, baby. I like when Mike educates us at Briar Blues. Or when Onion's just telling a story. And then there's Lunt and Larry, But I also like other things, and I like to talk about other things. But we're not supposed to talk about them. God forbid we talk about them. Here, the train's good tonight. We got a nice breeze going now, right now. So it's nice. Another beautiful day, another hot day. But the evenings have been really nice. So I'm getting ready to go and take a shower. Call it a night. But, yeah, don't talk about that. Mike, at Briar Blues, you're right about the live streams. There's just certain things that turn people off. However, it is your channel. And people can turn there. There's been live streams I've tuned into, and after a couple minutes I'm out. But I don't stop subscribing. I just wasn't into the conversation. I really get a kick out of Chad's Yardisms. I love his stuff. Chad's got some. He's got some sense. But don't talk about that. Don't talk about this. Don't talk about that. Look, there's things that, talk about what you want to talk about, tell me what's on your heart. Some things if I don't want to listen to it, I'll tune it off or turn it out. Turn the channel, But I like hearing where you're coming from. I like to know what's going on with people. I like to know who's doing what they're doing, what's happening in your life and stuff. I agree. There's on live streams, there's just certain places you can't go. Mike's right. But when you're doing just a video and you're recording it, you go where you want to go. It's your channel. That's why I love watching different channels. And there's some people that. Oh, that coffee is good tonight. That's the first cup of coffee I've had in the evening in a long time. Anyhow, there's people that have got some really wacky channels. And I mean, they're really out there. They have thousands of subscribers. Look, pro wrestling, huge. Hunting, huge channels. There's some political channels out there. They're huge. There's even some religious channels out there. They're huge. I'm a God-fearing man. I like watching stuff like that. And then there's some, piping channels. They're up there. They got some good numbers. I love, probably the best pipe channel out there, and if I had to be honest, will be NW Pipe Smoker, probably one of the best ones. Tom just talks about life, man. He doesn't matter. He's not worried about what people are gonna think. He's just gonna talk about life. You know what's really cool? Tom and I may agree on things, and we back and forth email, and we may disagree. You know, he gave me a word of advice. And I had the highest respect for him, and he said, "Hey, just be you, man. Doesn't matter. Just be you. You know, have fun. Bring the kid out in you, you know." Sometimes Tom will read a book. Sometimes he'll tell a story. It's relatable. You know, let me move this. I think my rocking chair is a little too close to the stand. I've been repurposing old wood furniture, and doing pretty good at it too. And it's like pipe making. The more you do it, the better you get. You learn from your mistakes. You get better at it. It is what it is. And you just over me, it's tranquility. You know, it's pipe smoking, sitting out at night, and in the morning and having a smoke, and then at night, you know, very tranquil. But for me, working on wood furniture, old wood furniture, I'm talking real wood, not that particle board crap. I just enjoy it. Kind of reminds me of me. I'm old, and I'm repurposing myself. I'm having to, because my trucking career is over. You know, I'm no longer an EMT. Couldn't do it anymore because I can't lift heavy things with my neck and everything. So as I'm taking a piece of old wood and turning it into something really pretty and really nice and really beautiful again, it's kind of like what I'm doing with my own life. You know, thinking about what's the next step. What do I want to do? You know, we get a lot of this, yes, this works, yes, no, this, that, believe this way, believe that way. Tolerance. What? You don't agree with me? That's intolerable. You're not tolerant. Stupid iPhone is linked up to my cell phone. The cell phone rang. Telemarketers. Anyhow, you know, you're intolerable. You don't agree with me. You're not tolerant towards others. That's the biggest crock of crap I've ever heard of. Watching this cardinal and this raven kind of just staring at each other at the bird feeder, looking to see who's going to make the first move. Them cardinals will get fierce, man. They'll go after that blackbird. Yeah, he will. There he goes. Yeah, he just chased him off. Anyhow, you know, we all got to live on this earth together. We're not always going to agree. like I said, it has nothing to do with anything, any videos or what anybody said to me on my social media. It's just, it's what I'm seeing on social media. That hasn't been directed at me. It's just, I don't know. The hydroxychloroquine, debate is now out there. It works. No, it doesn't work. But you got all these doctors that are saying it works. They got 100% recovery rate. And then you get someone that's not a doctor is telling you it doesn't work. Who are you going to believe? Do you see what they're doing, folks? Do you see how they're winning? See how they're taking you and me? They're dividing us. They did the same thing in the 2016 election. Doing it again. This time they're doing it through the COVID-19 crisis. It is a real thing. It is really happening. It's not a hoax. I personally don't believe it's as bad as they hype it out to be, but I respect you if you think it's bad, worse than what I think it is. I got no gripes with that. I have no problems with that. I respect you for wearing a mask. I respect you that you think it's as bad as it is. I just ask you to respect me in return, But YouTube's taking videos down of these doctors. Do you see what they're doing, folks? The big three. Ready? Government, pharmaceuticals, insurance companies. Look at that. They all go together and they make one. They're all making money. And you and I are suffering for it. Don't talk about that. Is there bias? Yep. On both sides of the fence. I care about you as a person more than I care about your political beliefs, about your religious beliefs, about your values and principles. I care about you as a person. Because when it comes down to it, we all got to live together on this planet. And fighting one another ain't going to solve a thing. Putting our heads together, trying to figure out how to fix this COVID-19 crisis. They're winning. They're winning. And they're using the media to do it. Anyhow. I know a couple of you have been fighting some health issues, and I feel your pain. Been there, done that, in the middle of, doing it, myself, losing the weight and getting into healthier shape. And hey, I'm behind you 100%. You know who you are. We have interaction on other social media sites. And I dig it. I can dig it. I'm behind you, man. All of you. There's 2 or 3 of y'all on here. I know. And now Mark seems like he's having some issues with some insurance and stuff. You know, he's got to go get surgery. My opinion only. Thank you, Hillary Clinton, for screwing that one up. It's back in the early 90s, if you're old enough to remember. Hillary Clinton, every first lady takes on something as their big, legacy as a first lady. She took on the healthcare industry. When doctors would make the choice, they would tell the insurance companies, hey, this person has this issue, this is what we need to do. It's what we need to do. And Hillary came along and upset the apple cart, in my opinion. Some of you will disagree with me, that's okay. Flipped it around. And now the insurance companies are telling the doctors how to treat their patients. My doctor knows me better than my insurance company does. When I was an EMT, unless you couldn't treat somebody unless you could touch them. You compared right arm and left arm. You felt the left arm, right arm, as part of the triage. What's wrong with the patient? You compared both sides. If something fell off, something might be wrong. And some hack behind a desk is going to tell your doctor, nope, you can't do that. It took me 3 tries to get an MRI on my neck. Come on. Only to find out my neck was foobarred. Government, pharma, insurance. Pharmaceutical companies, insurance companies, as far as I'm concerned, they're in bed together. They make money off each other. They do. Pays for you to be sick. And the government, the lobbyists, they go and they line the pockets. Don't tell me it ain't happening. It's happening. We got a corrupt government. Republican and Democrat. Try to figure out which one I am. Because I'll tell you right now, I used to be a Republican, staunch conservative. Still lean that way a little bit. But I ain't afraid to call out. Those are Republicans that are crooked. You can only wonder if Ghislaine Maxwell makes it through. Will be a lot of people, Democrats, Republicans, celebrities, a lot of rich people going to be going down if she makes it alive, if she lives through it. One of them could be our president. Who knows? And our past presidents. At least one of them. I did not have that one. That's all I'm saying about that. Let's not talk about it. Don't talk about that. They're winning, folks. They're winning the war. They have succeeded. They have caused civil war between the citizens of the United States and pretty much everybody in the world, because the internet links us all together. That's all I got to say about that. God bless. Have a great evening. Light 'em up.